Here we have the hourly price chart for Intel Corporation, stock ticker INTC. Here we can see that the stock is trading under a bit of selling pressure in recent trading periods here. We have started to show some declines, but then some evidence of stabilization at these lower levels. This is occurring at kind of an important Fibonacci zone, so we will be taking a look at that in this video. Overall, what I do want to point out here is the fact that we're definitely starting to see some winners and losers within the technology space. This has really sort of been occurring since the Thursday, July 11 trading session, where we saw some major sell-offs, and then we did start to see some significant declines in some stocks, in most stocks in the technology space. But there were some stocks that actually fared much better. Intel was one of those names. Palantir also did very well as well. And those are two of the stocks that I cover with these videos. As we can see here, there were ultimate price highs that posted at 37.16, which was fairly significant because we were seeing a lot of selling pressure in the market as this was occurring. For the most part, we have given back some of these gains here, but it is kind of important to keep this broader context in mind because there have been some major sell-offs in some other stocks. If anybody's interested in looking at some of the damage that has been done throughout the technology space over the last 2 weeks or so, I would suggest that people look at some of my prior videos on Meta Platforms, in particular, the Facebook parent company. That stock completely fell through the floor. I mean, that stock lost a huge amount of market cap in a very short period of time. Nvidia also saw some very significant losses. So there was a lot of damage that was done throughout the tech space. And while this was occurring, for the most part, Intel was actually moving higher. These were some fairly significant price gains in percentage terms. And we have started to reverse some of these gains at this point. But, if we keep the broader context in mind here, I mean, Intel, if Intel was following the rest of the technology space, like we should really be trading much lower than this. But that really did not occur. So currently what we're looking at here, is a bit of a sideways consolidation right near the 618 retracement for this broader price move here. That's a significant Fibonacci level. In my opinion, it would be the most significant Fibonacci level because it's really what is used. It really forms the basis for the Fibonacci sequence. So a lot of those calculations actually derive from this 618 figure. And as we can see here, this is where prices are currently consolidating. To get this current price move, we're looking at the lows from, this would be July 2nd, which came in at 30.59. And then, of course, those price highs from July 17, which came in at 37.16. So this is our dominant price move here. And as we can see, that price move now results in this 618 retracement level just above $33 per share. And that's roughly where we're trading at the moment. In addition to that, we do have to notice that we have a bit of moving average support here as well, which does kind of brighten the outlook a bit, even though we are seeing some declines here. So, just a understanding here, the yellow line is the 20-hour exponential moving average. This is the hourly chart. So each candle represents a 1 hour trading period. The orange line is the 50-period exponential moving average. The purple line is 100-hour, and then the blue line would be the 200-hour exponential moving average. So if we're kind of assessing this from a bit of a broader, longer-term perspective here, we can see that the share price has fallen through the shorter-term exponential moving averages, but we're currently trading roughly in line with this 200-period EMA. So, we are seeing a bit of an outsized downside trading candle here. We can see that there was a large amount of selling pressure that occurred into the Friday trading session. This would be July 19. So we did see a kind of a major sell-off there, right at the end of the trading period too. This really did kind of look like orders were just being removed from the market rather than, outside short selling or anything like that. This really doesn't look like a significant trending price move or as though a lot of new positions are being established here, because as you can see, the trading volume here is negative, but it's not substantially negative. We're not seeing a huge amount of selling pressure here comparatively. We're sort of flattening out here in terms of trading volumes. And overall, the trading volumes have kind of diminished here over the last few trading periods. So overall, it's not like we're seeing some huge, surge in trading volumes as these price movements are occurring. We're actually seeing the opposite. I mean, trading volumes are starting to diminish, and this really does look much more like orders are being kind of closed rather than we're seeing a lot of direct bearish activity in the market. So currently, what if you're long the stock, what you really want to be seeing is for prices to kind of maintain this level here. Currently, we're trading just above 33. As long as we can hold roughly 32.50 or so, you're still looking at positive price moves in relation to the prior sideways trend activity that was characterizing this stock for most of this year. We're still trading in breakout territory here. And if anything, what this would really represent, I mean, if you do see a decline back into 32.50, I mean, in my view, this would definitely recommend the recommendation here would definitely be to buy the stock rather than to start, buying put options or something like that to start betting against the stock. If anything, this is starting to look at as more of a buying opportunity for people that possibly missed the initial price move. I would start to look at this area as a possible entry point. You could even enter here, all the way down to maybe 32.50 would probably be a fairly good entry point for the stock. Overall, we are still seeing negative momentum in the relative strength index. Would be this purple line down here. So there is still some selling pressure that's present in the market. This does mean that we could see a few ticks lower here. But in my view, this definitely marks a buying opportunity, mostly because we're not seeing surging trading volumes in the way that we might have seen previously. As stocks are reaching these highs above $37, this does look like you're starting to see a lot of profit taking. Maybe people don't have a lot of faith in this stock. They don't think that Intel can hold these gains for very long. It was a fairly substantial breakout, and the rest of the market was selling off. So, there are some sort of external forces here that are at work, and I don't really see this as being kind of an Intel specific sell off. I think this has a lot more to do with profit taking and maybe kind of general negative sentiment within the technology space as a whole. This is being seen with several major mega cap tech stocks currently. One other thing to note: I will be changing the username for this account. If you're not currently subscribed, you might want to do that now in order to sort of continue to get these videos in your feed. Everything will be remaining the same. The chart analysis and everything like that will be the same, but the username will be different. So it might be a bit more difficult to find the channel if you're looking for it. But everything will basically look the same. So if you do see the videos, you should be able to identify them. So here's the current market analysis for Intel Corporation, stock ticker INTC.